At the beginning of this year, I left everything behind and moved to a 150-year-old Italian farmhouse in the hills of Piemonte, completely abandoned and full of history. My name is Nikki, and I'm documenting the journey of slowly turning this forgotten place into a homestead. So it's going to be a very exciting week this week because my mom and Egbert will visit with the camper van. And I've been here alone for, I think, almost a month now. And it's actually going pretty all right. I'm getting really used to it. And I think things are going, great. So although I'm doing all right on my own, it is very exciting to see my mom and to see Egbert again. And I can't wait till they get here. They will start driving today, but it will take them a few days to get here. And I am just going to prepare for them to arrive here. There are some things I need to do, but I'm very excited. So I think the best place for the camper van will be right here, because then they have this nice view here and it is out of the wind, and right now it's in the sun, but it's partially shaded during the day. So I'm going to clean up a little bit around here. But most important thing is I am going to mow the edge of the driveway here. So there's plenty of space for the camper van to get down here. I don't want to cut down all the grass and the plants here because there are a lot of insects and I really like that. But this edge needs to be free so it doesn't grow over the driveway. I know the animals will be very excited as well. Pino loves them, so she's going to be over the moon. And the cats also, because the cats have been here the whole time. Pino has visited them when we took her to the Netherlands, but the cats have not seen anybody else. What's happening here? So I just finished work with the leaf blower here. Looks a lot better now, so pretty happy with that. But I am completely filthy because that always happens when you use that thing. You get filthy and dusty. And I can see that here, this concrete mix, when I use the leaf blower, because it is so old, you blow a lot of the gravel away. So need to be a bit careful with all the stones flying around. So I was just relaxing on the couch in a warm, oversized hoodie when I, seconds ago, heard the strangest noise, like walls crashing down. I suspect and hope it is the ruin because, that's in bad shape and needs to go anyway. So I don't think it will be any of the other buildings. I hope it is the ruin, but it was extremely loud. It is pretty late, it's pretty dark, but I need to check it out. So I am going to put on some shoes and see what's happened because that sound was crazy. Letting the guard dog outside with me. Probably cannot see it, but it's a beautiful clear night. Okay, the whole roof just collapsed. I'm going to keep a little bit of distance, but you see those broken beams in the middle? That's new. So Now I know what the sound was. Yeah, that's very loud, of course. Yeah, that's pretty scary. I am going to stay away from there now because it's still making scary sounds. Definitely unstable. And we knew that, of course, because you can clearly see it. But yeah, now it's definitely falling apart even more. So that's a bit scary. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for now. There's nothing I can do about it. It's the whole roof collapsing, which we knew was going to happen eventually. And we needed to take the roof off anyway because, you know, we need to do something on that whole structure. And the roof needed to go. The middle floor needs to go. And right now I'm still looking at it. The roof is clearly just broken in half. There's no wind at all, which is crazy because I suspected this would happen last week because there was a lot of wind last week. Now it's completely nothing, nothing at all. And now it has collapsed. So there's nothing I can do right now. I will look tomorrow, see what the damage is, see if the walls are all right. Those are more important. The roof needs to go, so it's not really, you know, in that way a bad thing. It's just scary that's happening right now. It's leaning on the, you know, middle floor, and those beams are very bad as well. So I will see what the damage is tomorrow, basically, because it's dark now and it's definitely dangerous to walk around there. So I'm going to see tomorrow. Okay, so the main roof is still doing fine. The roof on the barn is fine, but we can clearly see the problem over there. Okay, so that hole over there, that's new. The sound I heard is best described by, it sounded like bricks or glass, you know, just tumbling down a mountain. That's basically how it sounded. So I think that what I heard was like just the roof collapsing. There's a beam under that first layer of roof that is basically very rotten. All of them are, and we knew this was going to happen eventually. So in that sense, it isn't a bad thing. It's just when it happens at night and it's dark, you don't know what's going on, and there's such a loud sound. It's scary, and now I know what it is. So nothing too bad, nothing that's a problem for now. Of course, the room was already dangerous, so we needed to stay away from there anyway, and it needs to be fixed up eventually. So it's not really a big problem, it's just scary when it happens at night. But good to see that nothing major in one of the buildings that is really a problem, because this is fine. It's just dangerous to be there now. There's also been a lot of activity on the trail cam. A lot of deer, that same small animal, and also a wild boar with 2 piglets. So need to be a bit careful because of that, because they can be very mean. But and this one was walking towards the house, was actually very close, but they stay away for now. And at night I am very careful with going outside and also with letting the animals outside. So yeah, but very cool to see beautiful animals. So just to check how warm it is in the sun, first I put up this one and it was telling me 45 degrees Celsius, and I was like, that can't be true. So I put the other one outside and yeah, very warm. The time is not right. I never adjusted that one, so, and the day is also not right, but the temperature should be, oh, there we go, even warmer. Temperature should be all right. So yeah, in the sun it's very, very warm. So I'm very glad I put that up. So I did a lot of cleaning around here. All of this is, well, over there is the workshop room. So there's some materials over there, but they will not mind that. But the rest looks pretty good. I think the camper van will go over here somewhere, because then they have this view over the valley. And I think they'll like that. And it's out of the wind. It's just a nice spot to park. So yeah, very excited to have them here. Their journey is going very quickly. So I think they don't want to drive in the dark tonight. So they will probably arrive early tomorrow morning, or not really early. They are on holiday, so they will not wake up early. But they will have breakfast and then drive, I think, just an hour or so, and then they'll be here. So yeah, really excited to have them here. They are also extremely lucky with the weather, because I think the whole next week it's going to be amazing sunny weather. So that's really nice, because in the Netherlands, I think over the last 2-3 weeks, it has been raining, cold, storming. Yeah, not nice weather, but I think they'll be happy to be here. So I just got an update from my mom, and the journey is going very quickly, so they will continue driving. So they should be here in like 30 minutes or so. So yeah, very exciting. Hallo. Ja, ik dacht eigenlijk als je nou zeg maar langs op de kant, parallel aan het gebouw, daar zit namelijk het water en daar is het stroom. En je kan daarachter tot aan bij de koffiestatie weten, dat is ook glas. Dat is ook niet huis.
Kom even. Ja, heel even vast, hè. Zal ik even echt met helpen doen? Jij koekje even vasthouden.
Oh, kom eens, dikke worst. Ruimt er zak eigenlijk. Ik denk dat we er morgen over.
Het laatste stukje in het donker is niet grappig.
En het laatste stukje is ook het meest vervelende stuk.
Ja.
Ja.
En dan op het laatst van de dag.
Ja. Kom maar even, mami.
We zijn er hoor. Oh, nou zijn we er weer in het echt op je staat.
Ja. Nu weer in het echt, hè?
Ja, maar echt een toppertje.
Ja, die kan goed rijden, hè?
Nou, echt. Hallo meisje. Het was een lange dag, hè? Ja. Maar je hebt het zo goed gedaan. Wil je bij Pien kijken?
Ja, ik doe wel
Ik heb dat gehoord.
Ja, denkt ze. En Pien denkt ook, goeiedag. Pientje. Pino, kom. Pino, laat Koek maar even.
Pientje. Hallo Pientje. Hallo Pientje. Hallo meisje. Hallo. Gadverdamme.
Ja, overal gepist.
Hallo poependoosje. Hallo. Hallo Pientje. Ja. Oma is thuis, hè? Waar is Koekje?
Die is binnen op de bank gaan liggen.
Oh, die daar zo. Weet je hoe inspannend dit was? Hallo, liefheid. Wat was het warm?
Hallo.
Hallo.
Wow.
Ja, dat laatste stuk en nog half in het donker.
Oh.
Maar ja, weet je, het was zo kut dat dat ongeluk gebeurde.
Ja, want anders was je gewoon...
Want we waren natuurlijk al van plan om door te rijden. Maar we hadden zoiets, even kijken hoe het gaat, even kijken hoe het gaat.
Ja, want voor als je eerder als
En we hadden net
bij...
besloten, we rijden gewoon door.
Ja.
Nou, en toen was er dus een ongeluk gebeurd. Nou, er kan nog nooit heel veel goeds uitgekomen zijn. Maar het duurde maar en het duurde maar. Lekker hoor.
Zitten we dan? Op de camping.
Maar weet je, als je iets moet zoeken en je moet dan nog de weg af.
Ja joh, en dan moet je het daar ook nog regelen.
Ja, dat was even zuur.
Dat was jammer, ja.
Ja, dat vond ik echt
Hoe
jammer.
kan het dat er nog 5 uur staat en over 2 uur zouden...
Good morning, guys. My mom and Egbert are still sleeping. They had a long drive yesterday, so they need a little bit of rest. But I was up pretty early, and I am very happy I was because I'm just taking a walk and watch the most beautiful sunrise. Look at that. Very pretty.
Een hele kruid daarvan. Zij wil hier ook heen.
Ja, dankjewel. Mooi hè?
Ik krijg daar ook, ik snap wel wat Dylan bedoelt. Ik krijg er ook wel dat Ardennerige gevoel
Ja.
bij.
Op ontdekkingsreis in de Ardennen.
Ik heb de broek gelopen.
Nee.
Je wordt een berghond, hè?
En hier binnen hebben we dus die wijnfles gevonden.
Er staat er nog een, hè?
Nee, degene met wijn er nog in.
Ja, hier, daartussen.
Ja.
Die nog lekker was ook.
Dat je dat op die plaat doet en niet op zit rooster.
Flikkert er weer doorheen.
Ja. Dat is dan weer net niet zo praktisch, liefje. Zoveel... Yummy, yummy. Nou, dat is toch te spannend.
So my mom and Egbert took the camper van and they are on small little road trip to go to some supermarkets, and I will take that moment to try and to install that blade on the brush cutter so I can remove a lot of the brambles up at the olive trees, because I do want to finally build that garden bed, so when Dylan returns he can start and use it. I promised it, and there are jobs getting in the way every time, so I hope I can start do that this week, but first I need to remove a bit more of those brambles. So I was struggling with this brush cutter a few weeks ago because I could not get the head off. It is pretty old, and then I could not attach this new blade, which I am going to use for the brambles, because I didn't have the right kit. I bought a universal one and it did not fit on this one. So now, after a few weeks, I received the kit that is supposed to fit, so we are going to try it. I forgot how it is done, so I will watch a quick YouTube video and then see if I can put the new blade on here. Still doesn't fit. Seem to be the exact same size, so I did look up which type it is, and this was supposed to fit, but it still doesn't, so nope. I will check what I ordered. Maybe I'm just really dumb, but I'm pretty sure I just looked up the type and what was supposed to fit, so I don't know. Okay, I'm just missing one little part that should have come with the kit, but it didn't. And it's also very hard to get, so it will take a little bit of time. So for now we're just going to let it go and see a little bit later. It is an older model, and then you have these kind of things. But it is still working, so if I don't need to replace the whole thing, then that would be great. But yeah, we'll see if that part arrives, if we can make it work again. So I'm going to give a little go at starting the other one we have. And this is all old equipment I got from Egbert and my mom when we moved here, because we had it in the Netherlands at the homestead. And now Dylan and I took it with us here. And most of it works right away and works great. But there's one little brush cutter right here that I couldn't get started last time, and it already has a blade on there. So if this works, I could use this one till the blade fits on the other one. But I couldn't get it started last time, so we are going to try now with new energy, and maybe I'm lucky and it works. So yeah, we'll see. gives a little bit of hope. We're getting somewhere. It hasn't worked for quite some time, so this is promising. Works!
Heb jij misschien
Nee, je mag gewoon praten hoor.
een houten blokje zometeen waar ik ze even op kan zetten?
Ja.
Een stuk hout. Oh, hier ligt er wel. Zo hoort het dus niet.
Ja, zo gaat het goed.
Dat hele dingetje moet eruit. Je moet even water. Zo.
So my mom and Egbert have been here for 2 days now, and 2 full days because they arrived pretty late at night. And they are getting a little bit bored. They are not good at really relaxing the whole time. So they want to help out with things, and we talked a bit about everything that is needed to be done. We decided to remove the shutters on the first floor and give them a good sanding, put them in oil because they are very dry. The wood really needs it, and it's a nice job to do outside because it's still beautiful weather. So we are going to get started with that.
Internet en houden bij me. Alleen als ik de naam aan wil passen in mijn KPN, dan staat er aangehaald. Ja, ja, ja. Dat staat de naam van de kaart.
Maar hier is het zo kaal. Ik had niet verwacht dat er een andere kleur onder zou zitten. Dat is gewoon tot het hout eraf geplooid. Ook die andere.
Je kan het ook in je naakje doen. Ook leuk voor de film.
Nou, zullen we dat niet doen?
Trek je wel een heel ander publiek, denk ik.
Ja, dan wordt het opeens heel anders.
Vulgair wordt het dan.
Kunnen we die audio weer niet gebruiken? So my mom and Egbert are very busy with the shutters, and I decided this is the moment to start clearing this a bit more. So the brush cutter stopped working. I think it's overheating. It is very old. It doesn't run completely right. I need to take it apart to take a look, but that's not something I'm going to do now. I prefer the other one anyway. It was just, if this one would work, I could do this now, and now I have to wait a bit more. So I decided I'm first going to work on the fencing, so I have everything I need to put an electric fence around the garden, and then we can always expand it later, and I will make the garden bed after that. It was a little bit easier if I could clear this whole thing right now because it's easier to set up a fence, but I'm just going to get started and see how far I get. So I want to leave as much flowers and grass and other things here for the bees and other insects as I can, but I need to clear everything around the garden bed. So it's clear if I build a fence, because with electric fencing, if something is growing in it, doesn't work as great anymore. So needs to be done. So everything is cleared around the garden bed, ready to make a fence. So that's perfect. So because I want to reuse and use materials that are already here as much as I can, I'm going to look if I can find some branches and make poles out of that, because that way it's pretty sustainable, because I have that wood already, and it's also very cheap because I don't have to buy anything. Some of these pieces I left behind because they were pretty straight, so this one is perfect. So I'm just going to put these branches in as poles, just as they are. And I know, of course, when you put untreated wood in the ground, it will start to rot, but I don't really care about that, because it only needs to last me like 1 season, and after that we will change the layout here. So it's only for this year, and I'm sure they'll manage that. And if something breaks, I will just fix and replace it. So that's not really a problem for me. So I am going to check on Egbert and my mom, because I think they are putting the first base layer of paint on the shutters. Because they were so dry and we couldn't really get all the old paint of the wood to make it completely clear, we decided to go with paint. We are going to use the specific paint for this region, and we are going to go for a dark green, but we are putting a white base layer on there to start out, and it really needs it because the wood is very dry. So I'm going to grab my stuff, see how they are doing, spend some time relaxing with them, and we will finish this work here tomorrow.
Het is prachtig. Zit zo meteen in de spinnenweb.
So I am using the trees to attach some of the fencing to, and I'm doing that because trees are strong and they are already here. They can handle this, and probably when we are going to expand this whole garden area, they will maybe need to go eventually, but for now they are fine. They will not die from this, not at all. And of course they grow and it will move the fence, but that will go so extremely slowly that it is not really a problem for me. I like to incorporate them because then it's not like a straight layout garden. It feels a bit more natural and I kind of like that. So it's hard to make straight lines this way, but that's fine with me because I like those natural lines more anyway. So we are going to attach the wire and see how it looks. So if you are relatively new here, then you've probably been following me since I moved to Italy. But if you have been watching my YouTube videos for a bit longer, then this is probably not the first time you've seen me build a fence. But yeah, normally I would build this fence to keep animals in. This is the first time I'm building a fence to keep animals out. Same principle, same electric fencing. But yeah, for the last, I think, 7 years I've lived on a homestead or like hobby farm, however you want to call it. So I have built some fencing before to keep farm animals inside. Also pigs, horses, donkeys. But now I'm building a fence to keep them outside. A bit different, but I hope in a few years I'm going to build fencing again to keep farm animals inside, because I would love to, expand the family with animals. So that will take some time, but hopefully one day. Of course I will need to remove these branches around the edge of the electric wire, but I will do that later to see how it grows. You want to keep the line, the wire, as as free of plants and things growing as possible, to keep as much electricity on it. But I also want it to look natural, so you will have to see how you can manage that. So now you can see that it still looks quite natural, which I really like. I will cut down these poles, but for now I want to leave a little bit of space to see what animals might try to reach the garden bed, because a deer can jump pretty high. But I think this is mainly for smaller animals and like pigs. But I think it looks good. I am still waiting on the handles for the door, so I will finish that once it arrives, and then I'll also connect it to the machine that gives the electric to the wire. I bought one with a battery and a solar panel because right now I don't have electricity here, and that way it's very easy to move and expand, and if I want to build it somewhere else I can easily do that. But quite happy with how it's turning out. So today is shutter painting day. We just opened up the color and it looks amazing. It's like that original green. I think it will turn out very beautiful. And I am going to sand these last two. Those already have the base layer, the primer, and the other two as well. So I am very curious to see how it will turn out, but I think it's going to look amazing. Mooi.
Heb je die ook naar Dylan gestuurd?
Nee?
Nou, dat vindt hij leuk hoor.
Die maak ik zodat ik hem straks op Instagram kan plaatsen.
Ook leuk.
Yeah. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can see some behind the scenes pictures there. So you can see a little bit of green coming through from the original color.
Ik denk inderdaad dat het de kleur is die erop staat.
Ja, dat denk ik wel, ja.
De helft van de scharnier is natuurlijk groen en de helft niet.
Ja, die kunnen we allemaal werken.
Dat heb je zo gedaan. Het is maar dit stukje, hè? De rest zit in de muur.
Hoe staat het ook niet?